Hey everybody, Zach Wolf here with another great Top 5 Tuesday. This week on Top 5 Tuesday, it's my top 5 trial lawyer tips from parachuting in. What is that? I'm talking about when a lawyer gets hired in the middle of a lawsuit, or maybe even right before the trial of a lawsuit. That is something that I've been doing more and more of, and I've learned some lessons from that, and I thought I would share them. My number 5 lesson from parachuting in is that it's always easy to criticize. It's easy to be a hater. When you come into a lawsuit in the middle, you can almost always find something to criticize about what the previous lawyer did or didn't do. But I've found that the thing you really want to do is focus on what can you do to effectively handle the case now that you're in it. My number 4 lesson is the importance of damages in a lawsuit. It's only natural that lawyers will focus on liability when they start handling a lawsuit. But you got to have damages. And whether you're on the plaintiff side or the defense side, you need to pay a lot of attention to damages, just as much attention as you pay to liability. And when I parachute into a lawsuit, often I find that the lawyers haven't paid enough attention to damages. My number 3 tip is don't skimp on witness preparation. When you come into a lawsuit right before the trial, you realize that the lawyers have spent a huge amount of time on the pretrial discovery process, and a lot of times they put off the witness preparation for trial when that's just as important or even more important to the outcome of the trial. So don't skimp on witness preparation. My number 2 lesson from parachuting into a lawsuit is don't eat your own dog food. Yeah, I know that sounds gross. That's kind of the same thing as drinking the Kool-Aid. What I'm talking about is having too much of a bias in favor of your own case. When you've lived with a case for a long time, sometimes you start to be a little biased about it. So one of the benefits to parachuting into the middle of a case is you may not have that same bias. You may have a fresher perspective and less of a risk of eating your own dog food. And finally, the number 1 lesson is the importance of the big picture. When I come into a lawsuit right before trial, I don't have time to master every little detail, but in some ways, that's a good thing. You sometimes find that the lawyers who have handled the case from the beginning maybe are not paying enough attention to the big picture, and usually it's the big picture that is going to impact the decision that the jury makes. So those are my top 5 trial lawyer lessons from parachuting in. Maybe you have some lessons of your own. If so, please comment and share those. If you want to know more about these tips, go check out my blog post on this subject. I'll put a link in the description. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and hey, thanks for watching.